Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have decided to do a warm cranberry fall look. And I'm going to be using 3 different eyeshadow palettes to do this look. But the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face, and I'm using the Makeup Revelation, Aqua Priming Base. Yes, it's nighttime, as always. I've got heartburn so bad, I can't sleep. So I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and film this today, and then I can edit tomorrow, and it'll be ready to go. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me in the stick, and it is in the shade 110, which is Porcelain. As you all know, I'm white as white. Yes, it's low, but I do have another one. But, I don't want to waste what I got, so put that all over. And then I am going to take my Morphe M444 and buff it in. I like this. This is a quick and easy little stick. It is really smooth and silky. It is not full coverage. It's medium. It's light to medium. But my focus, I don't want it really on my face. I'm going to put this on my eyes as a primer though. I want my eyes to be the focus. My eyes and my lips. I think I've come up with a pretty good look. If you are wondering how I come up with my looks, a lot of times I get on Pinterest and I look around, or I start looking through tonight, what I decided to do is I just started looking through my eyeshadows, and I come up with the cranberry look. It is fall. I do have a fall look that will be going up before this one. So if you've seen it, it's the Morphe 12NB palette that I'm using. It's a really pretty fall look. And that palette is a very good investment. It's not very expensive at all. I'm going to go ahead and powder my face. I know I'm doing things a little different than what I normally do. I'm using the Fit Me in 110 Porcelain. I'm going to go ahead and powder my face. I'm going to use this Big Fluffy brush from Morphe, which is the 107. And powder my whole face. A lot of times I just sit down in the chair and I get to looking around. And I get to thinking, okay, what colors do I have? What colors haven't I done in a while? You know, of course, I've got a lot of YouTubers that's like in Australia, New Zealand, and they're getting ready to they're having summer right now when we're having fall. So they're opposite of our seasons because they're in the South Hemisphere and we're in the North Hemisphere. So a lot of times I see their looks and I'm like, let's try that. I'm using Cargo Blush in Bali. It's B-A-L-I. I got this in a little subscription box. I can't tell you which one, I don't remember, but it looks like this. It's a real pretty, it looks almost white on screen. There you go. That's the true color. It's a very pretty light shade, and I'm going to be using the Morphe 414. This is not affiliated, nor is it sponsored. All this makeup was bought by me or Josh. And, well, it was paid for by us, and it's not a sponsored video. That's what the blush looks like. It's really light, because like I said, I want my eyes to be the focus, my eyes and my lips. I am going to put a little bit of bronzer on, just on the tops of my face. I'm not really going to do a whole lot, and I'm going to use the Wet n Wild color icon and bronzer. It's called bronzer. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Reserve Your Cabana. It's a really light bronzer. I'm light skinned. Some bronzers are darker, and I'm going to be using the Morphe angled brush. It doesn't have a number. I'm sorry. This powder does kick up a lot, but it is a good bronzer if you want something just very light. You know, in the wintertime, yeah, you want a little sun kiss, but you don't want it to look like you have been laying on an island somewhere and then you come home and it's wintertime or fall and, you know, that kind of thing. I am going to do under my lip. And that's just to give it three-dimensional. I am going to go ahead and put a little bit right here underneath my cheek. Underneath my blush. Just to kind of drag that out a little bit. I'm not going to contour though. I'm just going to put a little bit of bronzer down my nose a little bit on each side. Okay. Now, I'm going to do my eyebrows. And I'm using the Maybelline Brow Drama in Soft Brown. It's the one, and this is a new one. This is my Ride or Die one. I use it a lot. Looks like that. And where's my little mirror? Here we go. It's just really easy to comb through. It's a quick, like, run. This is normally what I do when I have to run out and do errands. But I just don't feel like I want the look on my eyebrows. I don't want a dramatic eyebrow. I want you to tell that I have eyebrows, but not so dramatic that you're looking at my eyebrows. Does that make sense? I'm going to feather them up just a little bit. And I'm not going to put clear gel on tonight. I'm waiting for some comments for that. This kind of has, this is a mousse consistency. And yeah, if I was going out to run errands, that kind of thing, yeah, I would probably put a clear gel on it. However, I've done my errands for the day. I'm supposed to actually be in the bed. Josh had a fire department meeting and I couldn't sleep. We ate Mexican and I've got heartburn, so I had to get up and take an antacid. And the dog wanted to play a little bit, so I thought I was going to film. So there's my brows. Just simple, not overdone. You can tell that they're there, but they're not there. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Now, the first color I'm going to be using is from my Coastal Scents palette. I bought these individual and then bought the thing and put different colors in them. These are named, luckily. The first color I'm going to be using is called Fine Wine. pH 326. It looks like that. It kind of looks pink, but it's not. It's more of a purpley color. But I am going to go in with a fluffy crease brush. And I'm going to pick up a peachy color just for the crease. Just have a crease balance. I'm trying to get it out without breaking a nail or sticking my nail in the eyeshadow palette. This is called Persian Peach. It is a peachy color. It's got a little bit of a yellow tint to it. I'm hoping that's not too yellow with that. I could go in though with peach, pure peach. No, it's got shimmer. I don't want to do shimmer. Yeah, let's just use this one. This has a little bit of shimmer, but not as much as peach, regular peach. This is a very pretty color. I've used this a lot. Coastal Scents is a very pretty, affordable eyeshadow palette. You can buy individuals. You can buy kits. You can buy eyeshadow palettes. Their makeup's really good. I mean, for the price. I've always said you pay for what you get. You get what you pay for. And I really do like color, you know, Coastal Scents. BoxyCharm is where I first got Coastal Scents, and I really like it. I'm just buffing this in the crease and a little bit above. I do have hooded eyelids, so I'm kind of making my, I mean, I've got a crease, but I also got a hooded eyelid. So I'm kind of going up just a little bit further than you would if you was just doing the crease. Hooded eyelids runs in my family on my dad's side. My uncle has had to have his eyes, which is my dad's brother, the bags on them has had to be fixed. They've had to go in and take them out. My dad's going to have the same thing. I will probably have to have the same thing later in life. So yeah, that's going to be my transition shade right there. I'm going to go ahead and put, with this nice little R43, it's a smudger brush, but I'm going to go ahead and put a little eyebrow color there on the eyebrow bone. I'm going to use, let's see what this is. Yeah, Vanilla Sky. That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't for sure. It's Vanilla Sky. It's a shimmery white. It's a really pretty color. I think of the movie with Tom Cruise. I think it was Vanilla, wasn't it? Vanilla Sky. And I'm just going to go along the brow bone and just go ahead and highlight that. And like I said, I'm doing things a little different tonight just because I'm trying to do a few things different on my channel. I'm still going to be focusing on makeup and unboxing and that kind of thing. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the inner corner. Can't never get it on my left, my right eye too good. Okay. And then that peach color, I'm going to go ahead and put that underneath a little bit. Underneath my eyeshadow, or lower eyelashes. Because here in just a few, I want a base on there and I want a light base. And I want it to kind of be cohesive. And I'm going to be doing the burgundy, or the cranberry colors. Okay. Underneath there too, so I just kind of want to get that cleared out. Okay, so the first color I'm going to go into, like I said, I'm using 3 different cranberry colors. The first one I'm going to use is Fine Wine. And we're going to take that underneath, and it's from Coastal Scents. I'm going to take that underneath the Persian Peach. But I don't want to lose that Persian Peach, but I do want to put this in there and kind of warm up the eye. There we go. I do want that crease, but I do want that peach to still show through. But I don't want any harsh lines. I want it nice and smooth and symmetrical. And if it gets down on the bottom, it's not going to hurt it because we're doing shimmer shades on the bottom. So now that I've done that, I'm going to clean my brush with my nice little bristle. Josh calls this my scrubbing bristle. If you have not got one of these, I highly recommend you get them. You can get them on Amazon for like $4 or $5. You can get them on just about any makeup website. Coastal Scents has them. There's a few other places that has them. I'm going to go back into that Persian Peach and just go above a little bit, just because I don't want to lose that peachy color. I want the cranberry color, but I don't want to lose the peachy color. I highly recommend you get one, especially if you do a lot of makeup and you don't want to clean your brushes every day or every couple of days, just because then I'm going to pick that Fine Wine back up and just go back over it a little bit, just to pull that back together. And that also clears out it doesn't leave you a line. It clears out your line. But I highly recommend you get one of these. They have them where they look like a donut. They have these. They've got them in squares. Cleaning your brushes all the time is not a good thing. I have a basket that I put my dirty brushes in as I use them. And then I've got my clean brushes separated. And then as I use the brushes, which I need to clean my brushes. I'll probably do that tomorrow since I'm filming tonight. I do clean my brushes as I go. I'm going to get a paddle brush here. No, it's not a paddle brush. It is a paddle brush. It's just a thick paddle brush. I'll show you just a second. It's the R39 from grateful and blessed that my husband doesn't complain when I order from Morphe. And he allows me to. This is Blink eyeshadows, and it's a BoxyCharm and a Blink combo, and it's called Electric Eye Palette. It looks like this, and if you can tell what color we're going to go with, it's this one right here, and it is called, let me make sure I'm looking at it right, Rodham, R-H-O-D-O-N-I. It is a very pretty color, very, very pretty. This is a brush swatch, it's like that. It's very Cranberry. It's a very peaky color. And then the other color we're going to go with is Naked Cosmetics. This does not have a shade, I mean a name, but we're going to go with this one. It does look purpley, but this is going to go on the outer corner. So the first thing we're going to do is go in with Blink eyeshadows. These are so soft and buttery. You can almost see where I put my brush. And we're just going to put this on the eyelid, on the inner to the outer, but not all the way to the outer V, okay? You're going to pull it up into that crease just a little bit. And sometimes I use my pinky and go in there and just pull it across that crease. And then take my fluffy brush and just work it back in with that fine line. Keep that color out, or the color is similar to what I'm using, just to clear up that harsh line that you get. Okay? And then I'm going to pack right there just a little bit. Okay? Now we're going to go on to the other eye, which is the left eye, and do the same thing. There's a chopper going across the house, so if the dog starts going bananas, I'm sorry. He does not like helicopters. They've been doing flybys looking for marijuana. Of course, it's time for that in this area. But he just doesn't like, he's never liked helicopters. The hospital is literally less than a 5-minute drive. It's about 4 miles, 5 miles, maybe a little bit more. Ooh, that fell down on me on that eye. Let me take this brush here. See if I can wipe it away. Oh. Foundation brush will work. So when he hears them taking off to transport patients out, if they're critical and they have to be transported out by helicopter, he goes nuts. He's asleep, so maybe he didn't hear it. I got him a new dog bed. He's never slept in a dog bed. He's always slept in our big bed. He's still going to be sleeping in our big bed. He hears it. He just jumped up. I'm going to go ahead, since this is down here, and I'm going to take that Blink and put it on the underneath of my eyelashes. But anyway, I brought it in here because he constantly is getting in my chairs, my computer chair, or my makeup chair here that I'm sitting in to do my videos. And then I constantly have to pull him out of it or make him move, and he fusses at me. And by fussing, he goes, like, really, lady? You're making me move? Really? So, I've been trying to get him to lay on like a blanket or something. So when I was at Walmart today, I found a dog bed. And where we got new furniture today, he laid down on a cushion, and he really seemed to like that. He's been laying on it quite a bit. I'm going to go back in with my powder and powder my little boo-boo there and see if I can get that cleared up just a little bit. Okay. So I thought, well, maybe a dog bed would work. So he's actually laying in the chair in the dog bed. I'm just trying to get him used to laying in the dog bed. So when I transfer it to the floor, you know, maybe he'll go with it. Now that we got that done, I'm going to go back in with the M441, which is this. It's the fluffy brush. And I'm going to take that